In today's video, I'm going to be giving you everything that you need to become the most elite ball handler that you could ever be. I'm going to be covering jab steps, hop jumpers, crossovers, behind the backs, dribble combos, animation sequences, go-to shots, everything pretty much that you need to combo up properly like me. I can't make you look like anybody else, but like me, will be in this video. Before you even learn how to combo up, you need to know how to do the basic dribble moves and like what each thing means when you're in the builder putting together your animations. So when you're just flicking your stick left and right and back and forth like this without holding turbo, that is your size up. So it's not your crossover. When you're crossing the ball left and right like that, that is not your crossover. That is just your size up. Your crossover happens when you are moving. So this would be your crossover like so. It does not happen when you are standing still. This is not a crossover. This is controlled by your size up. Same thing goes for this free behind the back like this. This is not affected by the behind the back in the builder. That is affected by your size up. So if you didn't know that, that is very important to know. Now, as far as this front cross like this is going to be your escape moves. This is your escape moves. This is your escape moves. And this is also your escape moves. If you look at the little controller cam right there, it'll kind of show you what I'm doing. But you want to hold turbo and cross like that. And I know that might look like that's your crossover, but that is not your crossover. That is your escape moves. Now this behind the back right here, this very specific behind the back, which I have to do a move first in order for it to spawn. That is my behind the back. That is normal behind the back. And that happens when you are holding turbo and trying to do a behind the back. So it would look something like that. I have to do a move first, hold turbo, and then do the behind the back. Now, in order to use a step back, you can just flick the stick back and you will get a step back like this, which is just a basic, not really a very quick step back, just kind of a little simple step back like that. And then if you hold turbo, you will get the step back that you will probably use the most. I use Trae Young, so that's what my step back is. It's like a little misdirection. If you flick your stick towards your dominant ball hand, so wherever the ball is at, you will get a hezzy like this. And if you hold turbo while you do that, this is also connected to your escape moves, you will get an explosive hezzy like that. If you flick your stick to your ball hand, you should get an in and out like that. Way better. I don't know why I didn't get in and out the first 4 times. In order to get this cross jab animation, you have to have one Kyrie go-to shot and you just cancel it. So you'll flick up the stick like that and you'll just cancel it. And then on this side, on your left-handed side, you will get a punch dribble. But if you are left-handed, then you would flip those two things. So on your right side, you will get a cross jab, and on your left side, you will get a punch dribble. But if you are left-handed, it would be the opposite. To do this cancel like this, you just need to activate your hop jumper and then let go of the stick before the animation starts activating. That is a very good move that will get you open a lot of times. Your regular breakdown combo, which you can also spam, you get by just flicking up on the stick and it'll look like that. I'm using Pro, so if I keep flicking it, it'll just keep looking something like that. And then your aggressive breakdown combo happens when you do the exact same thing, but you just flick up on this, but you just hold turbo. This is mine. I use Austin Reeves. I like the little jump hesitation animation that he gets there. Okay, now that we've covered kind of how you do all of the different animations, we will go ahead and get into the dribble moves that I use. Now I would go through and name them one by one, but I don't really feel like doing that. So if you just came here for the dribble moves, here are all the dribble moves, and I'm going to explain how to use them after you get them. Oops, sit here. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, now dribbling isn't necessarily as hard as you guys make it out to be. It's just that you probably didn't understand what you were doing at first, but the key to getting separation or space is just always attacking the free space. So if there is a defender to my left side, I will attack my right side until I feel like he can get there, and then I will go to the left side, because one thing that he cannot do is guard my right side and my left side at the same time. Now, there's lots of different ways that you can sell a direction, and the ways that I like to do it are with hezzies. So I can sell a direction like this, or even with my left stick, just kind of flicking my stick forward a little bit and making it seem like I'm gonna go in a direction, and then crossing over or using my left stick to go in the opposite direction, which would look something like this. So I would go boom, and then I would go this way, right? And just that little animation, you would think that just this little move, that little thing, you would think that that's not going to do anything, but that is a hesitation in itself without even using an actual hezzy like that, which could get stolen. This not getting stolen. When you do that right there, that's not getting stolen. You see how you fake in a direction, you're selling like you're going to go that way, and then you're going the other direction. Now, when you go, your choice of switching direction is up to you. I like to go like this and then into a Damian Lillard cross. So typically I just sold my defender that I was gonna go to the 3-point line. He bit that way, and then I crossed over here for a wide open three. Or what I like to do is take the midi fade in this little area right here. Now, once you get real good and comfortable with selling directions, you can start getting deeper in your bag and really switching up the way you want to change a direction. So when you have a defender on your right side, there's a defender right here on my right side. You got to imagine he's here. I would cross like this, which is using my Trae Young size up, so that now he has to kind of protect this side. And when he decides to protect that side, I would actually just cross back this way, act like I'm gonna go that way. So now he has to jump all the way back over to my right side, because I just act like I was gonna go left, then went back right. So once he does that, now I cross, go all the way left. He's way out of position. I'm gonna get one of those push off animations, and I'm gonna be free to go to the basket or drop a dime if someone rotates. Dribbling really not that hard. I can actually put in a few clips for y'all so y'all can see how I kind of sell my directions and how I get people to bite and jump. So there's another key move that I like to do. I like to come down the court, right, and stop with the Trae Young like that. That's the Trae Young behind the back. So instead of doing a crossover, which is what a lot of y'all do, y'all like to stop and do a crossover. Well, instead of stopping and doing a crossover, you could stop and do a Trae Young like this, and then cross that way. Now sell this direction and then go the other way. You should be wide open almost every time, because all you're doing is trying to get the defender to buy your direction. Once he buys too hard, you go completely the other way. You're selling him something. You're making him think, I'm gonna go this way, I'm gonna go this way, cross. If you think he can bite, you think he can beat you there, cross again. Like, you're just trying to get enough space to where he can't stop you from getting your bucket. For instance, look at this clip. He's pretty much got me walled off, but what do? I use my Trae Young to get separation. I sell like I'm gonna go right. I stop, see what he's gonna do, break him down, sell like I'm gonna go left. He tries to take away the left, so now I've got the right. Boom. He tries to take away the left because of the behind the back and the Trae Young step back. Now I've got the right side of the court wide open. Boom, I know I've got the right side of the court wide open. I know the whole court knows I have the right side of the court wide open. So I'm going to stop, cross him again. Boom, now the defense is in shambles and I have the left side wide open, because I sold the left so many times that when I started to go right, they wasn't ready, and I was able to just get right back to the left. Boom, for a free bucket. Give me 2 points. This game, you got to be a salesman. You have to make them think that you're going to go that way. You got to use your dribble moves to find a way to get open. Okay, so now I've told you how to sell your direction. I've given you the dribble moves, and I've told you what the dribble moves do. Now I want to actually explain to you some combos that will get you open 9 times out of 10. My favorite combo to use is just going to be a simple cross and then Damian Lillard cross back. So all you have to do is you're going to use your Trae Young size up. I already told you how to do that earlier. And then you're going to combo it with your Damian Lillard escape moves. So it'll look something like that. If you do it right, it'll look something like that every single time. And that's you selling left and then crossing right. You're selling a direction and then you're getting a direction, you're going the other direction. Now, once you put together the Damian Lillard crossover with the Trae Young size up, which is going to look like this, then you can put on top of that the normal behind the back. So it's going to go size up, escape moves, behind the back. And that should also get you wide open. So it's size up, escape moves, behind the back. If you remember how I taught you how to do those earlier, you should be able to combo those up really quickly here. So it goes size up, escape moves, behind the back. Size up, escape moves, crossover. So you want to start with your size up almost every time, because that's exactly what you're doing in real life. So you will come down, size up, boom, now step back, size up, step back, behind the back. But you always want to start with the size up or a behind the back. I prefer a size up, but I also get ripped sometimes. So if you want to keep the ball the safest at all times, you'll start with the behind the back and you'll almost always catch your defender lacking. But the behind the back just isn't necessarily, and I'm talking about the behind the back and the size up, not the actual behind the back. The behind the back isn't necessarily as fast as the front cross. So this front cross is just way faster than this behind the back, but this behind the back is just way safer than this front cross. You're more likely to get bump stolen if you stop and do a front cross. Now, if you want to counteract bump steals, you just have to be patient and use your left stick. So this left stick right here is capable of a lot of things. If someone's always blitzing you, you want to take that left stick and point it like you're gonna go the other direction. So it'll look something like this. Boom, boom, you're gonna run, and boom, and it'll look something like that. If you use your left stick, you just want to act like you're kind of guiding the ball with your left stick instead of your right stick, almost like you're spinning the ball in like a circle. And you have to make sure that you're in like kind of a running like that, and then boom. So you sprint one direction and then just run around in a circle. And that will help you to protect the ball from these locks. Sprint in a direction and just kind of run around from them. Use your left stick. Left sticking is almost unpluckable unless they bump steal. So that's one of the key things that you're going to want to use a lot. If you notice you got a big lock in front of you, just use your left stick on them. Left stick him, then you can give him a right stick move, then left stick him. Like, use your left stick. Your left stick is very effective, and your left stick, especially that right there, this right here, I'm telling you, will save you from getting the ball stolen. Just doing this little move right here, running around, just kind of going like that, and then boom, you hit him with a Damian Lillard, and you might just be wide open for three. Left sticking is also elite for when you're in the lane and there's someone, let's say you're driving your left side and there's someone on your right side and you still want to get a meter dunk. So it'll look something like this, boom, and you left stick and then bam, like that. So that was a left stick crossover. That was not a crossover with my right stick. That is a left stick crossover that I'm doing in the lane. So I will run through here, boom, take my left stick like that, and then fire off my meter dunk. That is a way to make sure that you're getting meter dunks consistently, or just open layups. If you watch NBA clips, people do that all the time. They go like this, and then this is like their load up, and now they can really get on that Baja. You hear me? You gotta get on that Baja. Get on that Baja. I also wanted to break down like jab steps and kind of using post moves on the 3-point line to get yourself open and sell in direction. So we're going to get us a ball here, right? And you have a sequence of triple threat moves that you can use that will get you open. And I'm just tired of only seeing y'all pump fake. Like, you can do so much more than a pump fake. Honestly, if you really want the pump fake to be effective, you jab pump. The jab pump will get you open, or a pump jab. That's going to get you open, but just pump faking and then trying to run out of it is so terrible. When you can jab, boom, kick through, jab, pump, go. You cross him. You will cross your defender if you can utilize your triple threat moves and your lightning launch badge properly. Like, you don't have to have the ball on the court to cross your defender. You can go boom, step through, jab, pump, jab, step through, spin out, bucket control, Like, you don't have to have the ball on the floor to score all the time. Now, the way that you get this animation where you step all the way through is you want to, first of all, not have a live dribble, and you want to flick your stick down diagonal away from the ball, and he will step all the way through like that. So then you can step through like that and then come all the way back, and boom, you can back your defender up like that. So you go like this, and then you flick back to the way that the ball was originally in, and you get this cool pump jab animation. Boom, and it's so fast, like he reacts to it, and then you hezzy out. Cross behind the back, you should be wide open for three here. I'm just trying to give you a bunch of different sequences so that you can get yourself open and be able to really control the flow of the game, because I feel like a lot of people are really struggling with just taking their time. And also, you can't be just flicking the stick back, forward, left, right. Take your time. As fast as you flick the stick is as fast as the animation happens. So if I flick the stick slow, boom, he'll do it slower. If the ball is lower on the ground, he'll do an animation that it seems like the ball was closer to the ground. So really pay attention to even where the ball is at when you're doing these moves, because it will affect the animation. So if I go boom, boom, that's a whole lot different than me going boom, boom. You see the difference? Like this is a boom, boom versus a boom, boom. Like, they're two different things. So you want to really control the way that you flick the stick. And honestly, if you flick the stick too fast left and right, you're going to get a combo move. So these are your so that's what's happening. If you're wondering why you're getting ripped while you're trying to spam your little sides up together, it's because you're doing it too fast and you need to slow down. And the last thing that I want to say, man, is just let go of turbo sometimes. Like, you don't need to be doing explosive moves all the freaking time. Like, you see all these explosive moves and how slow they're firing. But look at this. Look, if I do an explosive move and then a cross and then an explosive move again, I can fire that move several times. So we can go boom, boom, boom. You see this? Look at how many times I can fire the damn cross. The way you do that is I would do the escape moves, then a size up, escape moves, then a size up, then escape moves again. So we'll go escape moves, size up, escape moves. So basically you go turbo, no turbo, turbo. So you go turbo, no turbo, turbo. And you can spam the move. Now I'm doing the wrong crossover. That's the little tween one. You would want it really to fire like this. But you see that? This is basically the same thing, you know? And you can, that's a kill. Like, you can't, if you just keep doing this over and over, you're not going to get what you're trying to get out of it. You're not going to get what you're trying to get out of it. Excuse me for getting distracted. But anyways, man, that's all I got for the dribble tutorial. I'm sorry if I stuttered too much. I'm going to try to edit some of it out. Like and follow for more tutorials. Like and subscribe for more random rec bullshit. And just an overall good time. I'm trying to post more and more videos. You know, it's hard. It's hard out here because I'm posting on TikTok. I'm posting my shorts. I'm posting my reels. But I'm bringing you good, valuable content. So if you could please like and sub. We trying to get to 10K as fast as possible because they finna go shut down my main shorty TikTok, man. Like and sub if this content helped you. And if you want more recommendations for more dribble moves, let me know and I will try some out and pass them on to you. Thank you for your time. I'll see you next video.